Welcome back to the Two Blues podcast and to your latest and first live match watch-along of the 25-26 season. The game has kicked off. Apologies for the tardiness. As ever, you know, on this channel, there's going to be technical issues. We've had a couple technological problems getting settled in for the new season, but we are underway, well and truly underway. 9 minutes gone in the game between Manchester City under-18s and Chelsea under-18s. My God, it's good to be back, guys. It's good to be back. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a comment in the comments section as well. Get involved. Let us know what you think the score is going to be. A strong Chelsea team. We'll run through the lineup now very, very quickly. And, of course, the man on the thumbnail, Ryan Kavuma McQueen, are one to watch on this channel. Going to be playing a big part today. So the team is as follows. In goal, Freddie Burnell, then Louis Richards, Dante Waite, Teo Subaloy, Calvin Diakite, Charlie Holland, Kobe Barber, Mardi Nico Yazuli, Shizzy Ezenwata, Reggie Walsh, and Ryan Kavuma McQueen. So a few names that Chelsea fans will be familiar with. Obviously, Reggie Walsh having been called up to the first team already. Nico Yazuli, another one who is incredibly highly rated, playing a couple of age groups up. I think he's only 16 years old, playing for the under-18s today. And then on the bench, you've got Gordon Sands, Matisse Eboué, who is Emmanuel Eboué's son, I do believe. Very, very good player as well. Harry McGlinchley and Heze Grimwada, another incredibly talented young player. So a lot of talent on the pitch for Chelsea today. If you're wondering where a couple of other players are, the under-21s are playing tomorrow. And fingers crossed, we will be able to bring you a live match watch along for that game also. They are playing Burnley under-21s at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So we will provide some sort of coverage on that channel, at a bare minimum. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you a live match watch along. But yeah, for now, Man City have settled a little bit quicker, a little bit more comfortably in the opening 10 minutes of this game. Just going back to the point. So, it's a nice new animation that Chelsea have added to the watch-alongs. So if you're wondering where Rabaj, Idrissi, Mayuka, there's quite a few players that people will be wondering where they are. They will undoubtedly be playing for the under-21s tomorrow. Good chance that certain players like Ryan Kavuma McQueen get the call up for tomorrow's game as well. Obviously, with the Chelsea Academy, Chelsea development squads, there is a good chance that a lot of these players, 15, 16, 17 years old, do get to play in multiple different teams because they are just that good. Free kick comes in from the right side on Man City. It's deflected wide for a corner. Chelsea got another set piece to defend now. Wicked free kick. Good block as well to get that out of the danger zone. And undoubtedly we will also have to talk today about biggest game of the season so far. Definitely for Chelsea. I don't know. My short the other day was, can Chelsea cause an upset against Liverpool? I'd like to think the answer is yes. However, I don't know, man. I don't know if particularly with the centre-backs we have available. Great tackle there. Who was that? Subaloy. Ooh, that's not a foul. Did fantastically there to carry the ball out of defence. Oh, was that Waite? Whoever it is, looks injured. It's no good. Oh no, Freddie Burnell's down as well. Chelsea goalkeeper down with looks like an issue with his right calf, but he's sat down on the edge of the box 13 minutes in. It's never a good sign for a goalkeeper, is it? But yeah, if you're new to the channel, by any means. Like I said, this is the first match watch along of this new season. But we did plenty last season. We are going to try and bring you as many live match watch-alongs as possible for the academy games for the first team. No point in watching me watch them because you're all watching them anyway. And yeah, we bring you our match reports. Very occasionally a live match reaction as well. A lot more of our focus is going to be on high quality uploads this year rather than just the you know reactionary live streams that may well get traction and may well get your clickbaity moments, but that's not what we're about here on this channel. We are here to shine a spotlight, or particularly with this kind of content, here to shine a spotlight on the youngsters that maybe don't get as much, as many headlines, as much coverage as they deserve. Because at the end of the day, they are incredibly talented players. All the way from under 14s, under 15s, all the way through to the under 21s to the dev squad. But now it's back up and the ball is back in play. So fingers crossed that was just a precautionary stretch. But City on the attack again down the right side. That looks like where they are going to be trying to open us up. And I haven't seen the City lineup yet, but I believe Heskey, one of the two Heskey playing, Emil's sons, both play for the Man City Academy. And I believe that at least one of them is on the pitch right now. They've got some very good players, Man City, obviously. One of them that Chelsea fans will be particularly familiar with, Ryan McIdo, who I would say, let go, who left Chelsea for Man City last season. And he scored some fantastic goals, not only against us. I think his performance last year where they ran riot and beat us 5-1, 5-0, something like that. Chizzy's in! Referee's given a penalty. It was a bit of a mess. It was a good quality low ball into the box that kind of just evaded everyone. It looked like two or three of the defenders should have got something on it, but Nicole Yazuli puts the ball out to, I believe, Kavuma McQueen, who puts a lovely little slide rule ball in, and Chizzy's just cleaned out by the goalkeeper. I'll see it one more time. Good strength, good ball out from Nicole Yazuli. Touch and hit from Ryan McQueen. Took a little deflection, which may have made it a little bit more difficult for the City defenders, but I don't know. It's harsh on the keeper. Chizzy's gone in, keeper's gone in. Has he got his foot? I mean, Chizzy's down and writhing around in pain, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, Chelsea with an early chance to go 1-0 up. Chizzy Ezenwata from the spot. He won the penalty. So I imagine he will be taking it, given that he has also scored 6 goals in his last 5 games. And I believe keeper's getting booked. The goalkeeper is injured. I think it was a booking. It looked like he had a red card out for a minute. It's all going on here. He's put his card back in his pocket now. I don't know whether the keeper has been booked, but the City keeper is now down. So Chizzy Ezenwata is waiting to take the penalty that he won. He has the ball in his hand on the spot, but the Man City keeper is now lying down, or sitting down, sorry, in the penalty area, being stretched out by 2 physios. Pause. Wild. Wild. Cameraman lost control of the camera there. Started floating. Nice. God, what an absolute nightmare for the keeper. Cleared out the striker, given away a penalty in the process, and now injured himself in the process. What a poor challenge that was. Oh. Right. And on the topic of senior games, obviously, seniors playing later today, 5:30. I'm not sure what the content is going to be, whether we're going to be bringing you a match report after the game or tomorrow. I've got a feeling it's going to be tomorrow because I'm not sure I have the capacity to jump on after. We'll see. We'll see. It completely depends how the game goes. Because if we do win, I will either be live on here or live on Instagram spouting about how we are the world champions and the best team in the world again. There will be a lot of dialogue for Jamie Carragher if we get it over the line. You know what? If they can't beat us, there'll be a lot of dialogue. Right. Keeper's now back up. Whistle's blown. Chizzy runs up. Panenka. Panenka. 1-0. 1-0. Cool as you like. Jesus Christ. This kid, I think that's the second Panenka he's done. That is absolutely. They're just the fucking the gonads on this kid. Cool as you fucking like, son. Cool as you like. Oh well. You know what? I had a bit of a gut feeling as well. I was like, you know what? I can just tell today, live match watch along, technological issues getting started on the stream. Just everything was going wrong. My family was supposed to be going on holiday today. They got to the airport at 5 a.m. this morning. And as they were boarding the flight got cancelled and they had to turn around. Everything that could possibly go wrong today has gone wrong. That is just a wave of relief for me because I've given away another free kick on the right side. They've taken it quickly this time, but it does look like that is where they are going to be attacking. So Ryan Kavuma McQueen got a lot of work cut out for him on that left side defending today. Ball now back with the City goalkeeper. Oof, that was roof of the net as well, that Panenka. And for anybody that wants to watch the game, it is free to watch and live on the Chelsea YouTube. I think you've got to be a subscriber to comment, but it's free to watch, free and available to watch. What a great challenge. Two great challenges. Who was that? Walsh throwing himself about. Good son. Great ball down the line from Richards to Chizzy Ezenwata, who tries to put it back into the centre. Too many City defenders to get it through. And now City work it out fairly quickly on that left side. Yeah, like I said, if you want to watch the game, I think it's free to watch on both the Chelsea app and YouTube. So I highly recommend going to watch it. But I will be posting as many highlights as I can on my Instagram Two Blues story, which is exactly what I'm doing now. Great strength there from Reggie Walsh. Well, Chelsea going route one there and winning a corner. Nearly getting something more out of it. Oh, he is rapid. He is rapid, that RKM. Shut up, all right. Oh, people are very confident about Chelsea winning today. Had no votes for Liverpool yet on the story. Holland, that's who it is. It was Holland that made those brilliant tackles a minute ago, not what a ball again from Freddie Burnell. Oh, Ryan Kavuma McQueen's tried to play a nice little reverse pass there. Should have just slipped him in on the channel. He's won a corner though. Good attempt. Keeper didn't take it. Keeper couldn't keep it in. Now Louis Richards has another opportunity to put a corner in it from that left side. Can this one be better than the first? Fingers crossed. Can't be much worse, surely. Oof, I'll tell you what, it's a good corner, and it's a mess. Oh, Diakite, I think that was. Snapshot. And another corner. City definitely started faster, definitely started brighter, but it's been all Chelsea since. Since Freddie Burnell went down injured. He's been spraying passes like prime Peter Cech down to Didier Drogba. Ryan Kavuma McQueen now to take from this other side. Ah, very poor corner, very overhit. Missed everybody, and it's gone out for a City throw on the other side. Reminder as well, we don't obviously just do match reactions, watch-alongs, reports. We do weekly episodes talking about whatever's going on in Chelsea, in the Premier League, in the footballing world. Reggie Walsh wins it back twice. Well done. Charlie Holland does very well to keep it. Unfortunately, pass was intercepted. Is that Barber? Need to have a double check on the numbers. It is Kobe Barber. Ryan Kavuma McQueen going at his man, taking him on inside the box, taking on another man. Oh, unlucky. He got doubled up on and he took his man on twice, but then unfortunately lost his footing. Great win back from Calvin Diakite, who puts a ball in first time to Chelsea Ezenwata, and it drops to Kobe Barber, and Ezenwata just gets in the way. And then the City defender blocked the second one. Oh, God. I thought he was away there. Diakite went flying in. I think someone's gone into the side railing. It was a good hit from Barber as well, and Ezenwat was just trying to get out of the way, but that was Subaloy who hit the deck, and he looks fine now. I think he just collided with that metal railing at the side, which I can't believe they've got on, given that, well, actually, it's probably better than running into one of the poles, but just a reminder that it's not safe to play these days. Young Arsenal player hit a concrete wall, and he was one of 3 or 4 players, I think, to be injured in a same or similar way. It's not the first time it's happened, and very, very sad when it does, but looks luckily like Tayo Subaloy is moving all right. No lasting damage. City now just trying to take control back of possession, knocking the ball around a bit. Chelsea's shape's very good. 3 in attack there. Charlie Holland's very, very high. So is Reggie Walsh. They're both higher than Chizzy. They're pressing with 4. Ryan Kavuma McQueen on the left. Chizzy up top. Charlie Holland and Reggie Walsh in behind him. And then you've also got Kobe Barber. Really well won there by Dante Waite. Chelsea have great, and I know I'm very complimentary of virtually every Chelsea team, but Chelsea have great centre backs at every single level. Harrison Murray Campbell in particular is fantastic little give and go from Louis Richards and Kobe Barber, who tries to set Kobe Barber away, but that's a poor return ball. Just a little bit too much on him on it. That was a lovely little flick round the corner from Kobe Barber, and then a great little takedown from Dante Waite as they tried to clear the ball wrong. Tried to clear the ball long, took it down on his chest really well. And now Chelsea have the ball back, trying to drum up a few passes, drum up a bit of possession around the back. Louis Richards is always looking forward. It's another thing I say. How many good centre backs we've got? Caden Wilson, Murray Campbell, Dante Waite, Teo Subaloy is a particular favourite of mine. Harry McGlinchley as well. But right back. Got Brodie Hughes, who's on loan at Wimbledon this season. Got Louis Richards. Got Richard Elise. Kean Best, I think, can even play at fullback. We've got some really, really good attacking fullbacks. Louis Richards pulls it to Kobe Barber. Get your shot away, son. Cuts back inside. You got to get your shot off of there. It's a touch and shoot situation. It wasn't Charlie Holland pressing. It was Nicole Yazuli. Get me numbers mixed up. Ryan Kavuma McQueen tries to take his man on, but they haven't just doubled up on him there. They've tripled up on him there. So no route through. But Chelsea do have a corner fairly deep in the City half. And back it goes. Ooh, I thought they were going to nick that. Great spread out from Waite to Richards. Try to do another little give and go. Nicole Yazuli and Kobe Barber. He's very good in tight spaces, Nicole Yazuli. I think his technical ability, very, very good. His footwork, very clean, very quick, very tidy. And I think he thrives in close-knit spaces. There are a lot of players at this age where they can play football very, very well, but when it comes to it can get very crowded very quickly. Well, long ball up from City, and Diakite deal with this because there's two City players on the keeper, and Bernal, cheeky chip back out from Bernal. But unfortunately, Diakite has messed up his touch, so City now have 3-on-3. As the ball comes into the box, it's 1-1. That's a shame because, as I say so often with the Chelsea first team, architects of our own downfall. It was not a risky pass back from Diakite because he did give him enough time, but Bernal maybe should have just cleared it. But that is, of course, not the way that they are taught to play at this level. And he did do a nice little chip return pass back to Diakite, but his touch just let him down, and the City players were on him. Unnecessary, but you can't say on the balance of the first half that it's wholly underdeserved. Don't think it was worth that celebration, though. It was a 1-yard tap-in, fella. Chelsea getting us back underway. 32 minutes gone. Now, Manchester City under-18s 1, Chelsea under-18s 1. Chelsea Ezenwata with the early penalty, and I think that was Lamb. They said his name was Lamp, something like that. And City are now back on the attack, attacking down that right side. Shot comes in from the edge of the box, but Bernal, fairly easy take, and he looks long very early for Ryan Kavuma McQueen, and he finds him. And it's good running and good strength from Ryan Kavuma McQueen, but it is equally good running and strength from the Manchester City defender. Very well dealt with there, because we all know how tricky RKM can be. But what are we told as youngsters? What are we told from the earliest? Don't let it bounce. That's one thing that always confuses me. Is I know obviously as you improve and as you go up levels, the principles of the game do change slightly in that, you look to play a different way. You want to focus on good quality football. But there are some things which I feel are fundamentals of football and have always been and will always be fundamentals of football. Things like you don't pass across your box. And I know that's slightly different now because, every team likes to build up from the back and centre backs do tend to pass it fairly often, quite, amongst themselves. But I mean, obviously it's the clues in the context there. It's the situation in which you don't pass across the box. But things like, marking your man goal side, not passing across the box, if in doubt, get it out. I feel like players these days are much happier and much more willing to make a mistake, which fair enough. If that's the way you're taught to play and that's the way, the manager wants you to play, I can understand that. But at the same time, I do feel like the amount of common sense in football now has just evaporated. It's gone down drastically. You don't really see people thinking for themselves. Play. People will blame the system rather than the individual, and it's Ruben Amorim is a perfect example of I'm not going to change my players. I'm not going to change the system. I'm going to change the players. The players have to adapt to the system. Sometimes the system doesn't work. And a lack of adaptability not only is hugely on the manager, but it's down to the players as well. Because it gets to a point where you're like, this guy's running the same game plan, running the same formation, running the same system every single game, and we're getting beaten by worse opposition, by teams that on paper are not as good as us. Why not take it, in your own hands to drop deeper or to change formation and if the manager shouts at you, he shouts at you. If you win the game, you can turn around and go, I was right. And I do feel like culpability in football these days, everybody, mistakes are started to be. That's a very poor ball from Freddie Burnell. Again, unnecessary. It was an easy pass out to Louis Richards. Tara Subaloy stops the cross though, and Reggie Walsh manages to get it out. Chelsea Ezenwata unfortunately misreads the bounce, so the ball is back with the Manchester City defenders. And they've got a foothold on the game now. I think they started brighter. That's another fizzing ball into the box from the right, and they should have finished that. It should be 2-1. Great strength there from Kobe Barber to keep the ball in and to win it. But, again, no one on the second ball. And Chizzy shuts it down, but it's a City throw. So another ball coming in from that right-hand side. Diakite doesn't get close enough, doesn't get a block on it. And I think it's the same player, that Lamb or Lamp or whatever his name is. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, City definitely started the faster. Superb footwork from the City centre half. He's just drifted through about four of them and then pulled Charlie Holland back. So that's a booking ref. Charlie Holland just squeezed out. Just not enough room for him to squeeze through those two players. But yeah, City now look back in control. They started the game a lot brighter, had a couple of early opportunities. Chelsea managed to get that another chance there, managed to get that penalty somewhat against the run of play. Chelsea's gone down again. And then, yeah, Chelsea got the goal and started dominating. But yeah, City have come right back into it. And since that goal, yeah, it hasn't really been much of a contest. They just put another fizzing cross in from the right. That one was dealt with, I think, poorly by the City striker and also defended fairly well by the Chelsea players. Chizzy Ezenwata's still down. He went down a couple of minutes ago after what looked like a high boot or a high challenge. I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll see a replay, but fingers crossed he's all right because I know it's only just a penalty today, but he's scored a lot of goals this year. Both him and Shin Mayuka giving very good accounts of themselves early on in the season. Right, what happened there? He was being held, which is fair. I mean, the City player came in with his studs raised, but it looks like he got 100% of the ball and wasn't anywhere near Chizzy, so who knows? It's crazy. Anyone in the cut? Anyone joining? No one in the comments just yet. Drop us a like, guys. Drop us a comment as well. While we got a little break in play, give us your predictions for Chelsea Liverpool later. Oh, Nicole Yazuli nearly lost the ball immediately from Freddie Bernal's pass. Luckily managed to squeeze through. And Chelsea now have a free kick just inside their own half. We do play with fire. Kavuma McQueen with the ball out on the left now. But again, doubled up. This City defence have been very, very pragmatic, very, very good at shifting over to put two on Kobe Barber or two on more often than not Ryan Kavuma McQueen. Freddie Bernal looks long again. That's a great ball to Louis Richards there, who looks for the give and go with Kobe Barber, who turns with two on his back. Go on, beat him. Go into the box. Go into the box. Oh, Louis Richards has won a free kick. I think he's been blocked off. Kobe Barber just about lost the ball. Oh, yeah, it's out of shot there. It's out of frame. But the Chelsea manager was complaining, and yeah, Chelsea have a free kick on this right-hand side. Louis Richards looks like he's going to be the one to take. This is, of course, the first of three Chelsea games on this weekend. We've got the under-18s now. We've got the first team at 5:30 against Liverpool, and then we've got the under-21s tomorrow, 12 o'clock against Burnley, for which I will be doing another live match watch-along. It will be a primarily different team, but I imagine a few of them will feature. I'd be surprised if Reggie Walsh and Ryan Kavuma McQueen weren't also involved in some capacity, but obviously tomorrow will be a great opportunity to see more of Jesse Berry, the new signing from Crystal Palace, who has been called up to the England squad this week. Chelsea lost the ball from a set piece and now streaming back. Really good covering from a couple of players. Chizzy Ezenwata, one of them. He was the last man at one point. Reggie Walsh as well. And City have a corner. Wait, I'm well confused. Reggie Walsh must be 10. It says on here he's 46. I was getting very confused between Charlie Holland, Reggie Walsh, and Mardi Nicole Yazuli in the middle because they're all wearing different numbers to what it says on the team sheet. Also, coupled with the fact that I'm virtually blind. Oh, well played from the City winger. Does superbly well. But he's whinging. He's got past his man. They're both holding on. He's got past him into the box, and then he just stopped. He wanted a foul. Could have got a shot away. But Chelsea just cannot get out at this point. Every time we block the ball, it's coming down the right again. Good block from Nicole Yazuli. City want a pen, and it's been given. It's been given. Oh, I hate that, and the player gets up immediately after. Yeah, impossible to tell, as the commentator just said from this camera angle. It looked like Tayo Subaloi got the ball cleanly. But a penalty has been given to Manchester City in the 44th minute. Worst possible time to concede. And again, Chelsea have done it. Chelsea are just under the cosh. I mean, I'm speaking like we've already conceded. Freddie Burnell obviously has an opportunity to save it. No VAR, so there's no chance it's going to get overturned. The day that they put VAR in under 18s football, it'll be ruined. Number 8 steps up, sends Freddie Burnell the wrong way, and they're giving a bit of chat. He's telling somebody something. Couldn't quite make it out, but he turned immediately, and it was either a shush or a head up or a. I think it was most likely a shush. We don't mind ego at this age, but I do think it's funny when players score penalties or tap-ins and give it large. I find it very strange because they know that's not like if you scored a worldie, I'd get it. I don't know, man. Unless it's a big, big game, unless it's a final, or you've absolutely skinned someone and you've won the penalty. Yeah, not for me. As a famous Premier League terrorist once said, "Stay humble." Or team of terrorists. Netanyahu. Very well played there from, I think it was Chizzy who turned it out wide to Louis Richards. Poor ball, though, as he looks to find Ryan Kavuma McQueen, who it looks like has switched over to this right-hand side. Kobe Barber, yeah, switched over to the left. Knocking the ball at the back, round at the back. 5 minutes of added time. We are now 46 minutes in, so 4 minutes to play. 2-1 to Manchester City. Didn't start the game fantastically, but we got the first goal. Ever since then, City has slowly but surely crept back into it, crept back into the ascendancy. That is a fantastic challenge from Tayo Subaloi out on the right side. Teddy Lamb, his name is the guy that scored the first one. But yeah, great challenge from Subaloi with 3-on-3. So had he been beaten, that could have been very, very dangerous. 3 minutes left now for Chelsea to. I was going to say to get an equaliser before half time, but you know what? 3 minutes for Chelsea to hang on and not concede again. Because if we can go into half time at 2-1, I think this is very much a deficit we can overturn. If we were to go down 3-1, I think close shot there as well. If we were to go down 3-1 at half time, I think we'd struggle to get it back. Freddie Burnell now takes the goal kick too quickly for the referee's liking. What a dick move. Their number 11 just kicked the ball away. This is, again, like, you're 16, 17 years old, right? Playing for Manchester City on a Saturday morning. What in your mind? What is going through your mind to time waste? At 18 years old, time wasting, I would never have considered time wasting, particularly in the first half of an under 18 Premier League Cup game. But at this point, all you want to do is play football. You're just there to run around and to kick ball with your mates and to enjoy it. Fantastic challenge there from Reggie Walsh to keep the ball, keep possession. He sets Kobe Barber off on the left now, drifting inside. Is he going to look for Lee Richards? No, he looked for Ryan Kavuma McQueen. Let's just put him in with the pass. Well, they weren't on the same wavelength, and City have been given a free kick. I'm not quite sure what for. Maybe it was offside, but they didn't show the linesman's flag up. That's a foul by Reggie Walsh. Charlie Holland, sorry. And now it's City's turn to go long as they try and spread it, and Diakite plays a risky ball back to Freddie Bernal again. It was first time, it was bobbling and it was powerful, and he had a City attacker right on him, so he's done well there to control that and keep the ball. Again, it's one of those things. It's great when it comes off, Ryan. You're offside. Yay! I'm very surprised. I thought it was offside. But Ryan Kavuma McQueen made a great run through the right on the right hand side. Lovely slide rule pass through to find him. Keeper made a good save down to his right hand side, and Chizzy Ezenwata acrobatic rebound from about 15 yards out. That was a great ball through from Nicole Yazuli. Ryan's expected to finish it, but unlucky. Chizzy Ezenwata chests it down, past the defender, left foot volley. Superb stuff. Absolutely superb. What a time to score on 49 and a half minutes. And Chelsea will now go into half time equal at 2-2. City kick us off again, but I can't imagine there will be much time. Actually, the penalty was eaten into added time. So, you know what? Careful what I say here. There's still time for something to happen. Oh, what a game this has been. 2-2 half time. Chizzy Ezenwata with the 2 goals. One brilliant penalty, one Panenka, and then one excellently taken rebound there. Half time, Chelsea 2, Manchester City 2. Eight goals now for Chizzy and Water. Oh, come on the Chelsea. What a first half of football. We do love watching the under 18s. It's never dull. I'll tell you that for free. There's always something going on. Oh, Chelsea need to bump these strikers up, man. How Shin Mayuka's not getting more minutes? How Chizzy Ezenwata hasn't got a call up yet? We can't find a striker. We can't buy a goal for love nor money at the moment. We got Tyreek George doing a shift as a makeshift striker. We've got Mark Hugh on the bench, who we just refuse to use. I mean, look, in my mind, Chizzy and Shim are primed and ready to go. Yeah, I want to see far more of them. I want to see them getting called up to all the cup games, Champions League games. I want to see Shim in. Yeah, too much talent going forward for this Chelsea side, and yeah, it could have been, nearly was a very depressing 15-minute wait for the second half. But as it stands, I can't believe it. We've managed to get it back level, particularly after that resurgency from Man City. They just grew back into the game. And I mean, their first goal was coming. Their second goal was overdue. And then I thought it could have been 3 or 4. I even said a minute before half time, be careful here because they could go up and score again. And they nearly did. But Chelsea managed to hang on, managed to keep them at bay and then go up the other end and score a second. And I think that's the beauty, of academy football, is it can change in a second. The amount of times that this Chelsea team looked down and out last season or looked like the game was already, finished, the game was already won, and then A, they managed to stage a very late comeback, or B, it managed to capitulate very quickly in the second half. Academy football is like a basketball game. It can change incredibly quickly. Yeah. Breathe. We got 15 minutes now to breathe before we get back into that second half. Hopefully we see a little bit more from Ryan Kavuma McQueen, who he's had a tricky first half being doubled up on. and we all know that the best wingers will be doubled up. There is a good chance that if you are the most dangerous attacker in that team, they will stick two defenders on you. And that's exactly what they've done with Ryan Kavuma McQueen this first half. Made it very, very difficult for him. Mardi Nicole Yazuli has been superb as well. I think he, we said earlier, works very, very well in tight spaces. It is very, very congested in the centre of midfield. So I think he's done very, very well. Equally, Reggie Walsh, Charlie Holland put some great tackles in to overturn possession, to get the attacks going. I think, yeah, we spoke earlier in the half about centre backs, full backs. Chelsea are very, very well stocked in virtually every position. Moving through the age ranks. You got players like Keanu Dyer, Raksaki, who were breaking through to the first team that we're now, virtually non-existent in terms of the Chelsea stratosphere. Keanu Dyer obviously out on loan at Volendam. Raksaki getting less minutes now. I'm not sure what's going on there. I think he's still got a couple of substitute appearances for Chelsea, or substitute inclusions for the first team this season, but yet to feature. Yeah, it's looking very bright. I think Reggie Walsh is definitely a player that we'll see tomorrow for the under-21s, and hopefully just see more inclusions in the first team. I think that you look at Liverpool with Ngamoa, how that's kind of just propelling him forward, how his development is just snowballing because of his inclusion in the first team in the Champions League squad. He is getting unbeatable, unparalleled experience that you cannot get from anywhere else. You can't get it any other way than for playing for the first team. And that is what, at this point, Reggie Walsh needs. And you know what? I'd like to see, and I've been saying it for a while, I think Ryan Kavuma McQueen should get a call up fairly soon for one of the cup games. I think Wolves in the cup, that's a great opportunity for him and Landon Emanalo. Those are the two that I've been saying, particularly from this under-18 team. Landon Emanalo, really, really good player. He's been playing at left back this season and the majority of last. I think he prefers to play as a centre midfielder. He was also really, really good at centre back. And I think out of the positions that I've seen him play, he is best at left centre back. I think he's a very, very progressive player, very, very good with the ball at his feet, very good passer. He's strong, he's capable, he's got good ability in the air. I think he's very, very well rounded. And anybody that watched our academy content last season will know that I'm a big, big fan of Ish Samuel Smith, who's now on loan at Swansea. Obviously, just to recap, if you want to get the lowdown on all of the Chelsea loanees, the 15 Chelsea youngsters on loan across the globe for the 2025-26 season, you can go back and watch Loan Watch. A new episode dropped yesterday on our channel. The second episode, the first one was just going through where all of the players are on loan this season. But yesterday's episode was the first, talking about all 15 confirmed loans. Obviously, there's a couple in there from the academy. Like I said, Keanu Dyer at Volendam, Brody Hughes at Wimbledon, who's had a couple of appearances in the Cups. Teddy Sharman Lowe, who's been an ever-present between the sticks for Bolton Wanderers this season. Leo Castledine, won Player of the Month for Huddersfield this month. And Jimmy J. Morgan as well, 3 in his first 3. I think he's got 4 goals in 6 for Peterborough in League One. Some very, very solid starts for the Chelsea youngsters. And that's always been kind of the expected path of progression. Apply your trade for a couple of years in the academy and then go out on loan, whether it's in League One, whether it's in the Championship. I think the Championship's a great league, for Chelsea loanees, but also looking to, the Europe's top leagues. You look at Keanu Dyer in the Eredivisie, may well be a mid-table team, but I expect him to make an impact. Great case studies like Mason Mount, Armando Broja, both at, Vitesse Arnhem, had their breakthrough seasons in one of Europe's top 5 leagues. So the quality is definitely there for a lot of these Chelsea players. But the jump up from academy football, from playing on these nice, spirit level bubble, wouldn't move pitches to a non-league or to a League One, to a Grimsby Town pitch ain't going to be as nice as the Etihad campus. I can promise you that. So it's a big part of the learning curve, I think, for these youngsters, being able to go out, get those moves, get that, like I said, unparalleled experience playing first team senior men's football. But yeah, for now, the Chelsea team doing just about enough to keep a very talented Man City side at bay. I think, very complimentary about this Chelsea side. Can't forget how talented this Manchester City side is either. A lot of very good players on here on this team. But yeah, we've got 5 minutes or so, I imagine, until we get back underway. A look at let's have a look at the comments, see what people are saying. We're talking about centre backs here. It's very funny being in the live comments of a Chelsea live stream, because there's some people who make some very astute points, but the way in which they say it is very funny. Would Chelsea have won the league if we still had Rudiger? I'd be inclined to say yes. I think Rudiger is the biggest loss to this team since Clearlake took over. I think not tying Rudiger down to a big money long term contract to be the leader of that centre back. I think what we could have done with Antonio Rudiger at the heart of defence, I think last season would have been much more serious, with Levi Colwill at one side, Rudiger the other, Reece James, Kukurea. That there is a back four that I am very, very happy with. And that's the funny thing as well. There's a lot of Chelsea fans, lament the defence and we criticise the back four. I think we're one world-class defender away, or one top defender, away from having one of the most solid and best defences in the league. I think Marc Cucurella is the best left back in the Premier League and the most consistent performer. I think Reece James, now that he's back fit and available, I've always said that when he's fit and available, he's the best right back in the world. But obviously, availability is the best ability. And unfortunately, in the last couple of seasons, we haven't been able to say that Reece James is better than a Kyle Walker, a Trent Alexander-Arnold, for no reason other than he just hasn't been playing enough. But this season, we've got him back. He is now almost back to being the same player that he was in 2021 when he won the Champions League with us. Right side, Reece James, left side, Ben Chilwell. We've got our regens now in Kukurea and Reece James. I know he's out currently, but Levi Colwill, I'm a big, big fan of, and I think he's an excellent defender. Obviously, still very young, and I think a lot of Chelsea fans were very critical of Levi Colwill early in the last season. But as soon as he's got injured, I feel like it's very clear for us to see that he is our best available centre back. He is the first, when it comes to those two names on the team sheet, he is the first name that Enzo Maresca considers. He's the first name that I would put on every single time. I mean, if you had to choose out of the rest, I'd say probably Colwill and Chalobah. But let's be honest, as much as I love Chalobah and as much as I back him, there's only so many excuses, only so many times I can say, oh, he's an academy graduate, he's a model professional. This guy ain't Chelsea level if we want to be winning leagues and competing. Unfortunately, you've got to identify the weak links, the weak spots. And out of that back four of Kukurea, Colwill, Reece James, and Chalobah, Fofana, Badiashile, there's only one weak spot for me. I personally think Achimpong could do a great job. Interim, we're not going to... I wouldn't expect us to go out and buy someone in January. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if we did. But I think that Achimpong is more than good enough to be a stopgap to do that job in the interim. Like I said, I think we've got great centre-backs coming through like Harrison Murray-Campbell that can do a job if need be. And of course, we've signed Hato for 40 million, Fofana for 80 million. A lot of these players seems like they've got one foot in, one foot out in terms of Maresca's headspace and the selection. Maresca doesn't seem he seems happy to use them, but only as a real last resort. He doesn't really kind of consider them primary options. And I personally feel like if you are not, if the manager doesn't have complete faith in you, that's it. I feel like they had enough opportunities to prove themselves. But if he's not consistently picking, if he's consistently leaving them out when we are in the situation that we are in with injuries, suspensions, problems at the back, I feel like there's only so many times we can consider these players as options. And, particularly with his injury record, Fafana for me is not a viable option at centre back. I think he's a great player. Again, I'll echo what I said about Reece James. When he's fit and available, he's a great player. Fantastic aggressive centre back. I think he is the yin to Levi Colwell's yang in that, both very good passers of the ball, but Levi Colwell has a tendency to be that last man, that sweeper, to sit back and be the last line of defence, whereas Wesley Fofana is a lot more aggressive, attacking, likes to step in, likes to step up. I think them two complement each other extremely well, but we've just never seen them get an extended run in the team together. And that's one of the big things is you don't even have to be the best individual centre backs. If you build an excellent partnership, and the perfect example to this is Gabriel and Saliba. William Saliba is a centre back with world class potential. Gabriel couldn't lace the boots of half of the centre backs on Chelsea's roster. However, when they build a partnership, when you get in tune like they are, it's that chemistry is severely under scrutinized. I think people look at you look at the defense, and this is not a slight on Ricardo Carvalho, but you look at the defense of Carvalho and John Terry, and Carvalho was nowhere near the level of John Terry. They were both exceptional players, but John Terry elevated Carvalho's game. And you had those two playing with players like Paulo Ferreira. You put Paulo Ferreira in a Premier League, in the Premier League today, he's probably not getting in half the teams. But you put him in there alongside a centre back pairing that is elite level, they're going to elevate him. They're going to elevate his game. And I do think that, more often than not, like I said, these problems can be dealt with common sense. And that's something that we just do not see enough of in today's game. We see too many tacticos, too many problem solvers, too many people trying to overcomplicate the simple, the beautiful game. And it was a great little excerpt that's going around recently talking about, I think it was Carol Prince again, the HMRC guy, who is fantastic. If you don't already know him, go and follow him. I've got no affiliation to him. He is just one of my favorite things is calling people out for the bullshit, because there is so much bullshit these days on podcasts. People love to just talk because they have, they see no consequences. This guy's calling them out for that, and I absolutely love it. But he did a video the other day. I think he's a Chelsea fan, because the way he talks about Chelsea, he knows a lot about them. If he's not a Chelsea fan, he watches a lot. Anyway, he was talking about how the Chelsea winning DNA of Mourinho, of Carlo Ancelotti, and of Roberto Di Matteo was built on a spine, a very simple spine of Petr Cech and Didier Drogba. And Petr Cech was able to play a quality 50-yard pass into Didier Drogba, who was able to hold it up, do the rest. It was literally Cech up to Drogba, Drogba set it to Lamps, Lamps goes wide, bish bash bosh, job done. It's not that difficult. Football is not that hard. All you got to do is score more than the other team. And whether that means going out and attack and sitting back, I don't know. I just feel like, again, yeah, overcomplicated, far too overcomplicated. Doesn't need to be that difficult. I thought it was only 5 minutes left. Must have been more delays than I anticipated, because we still ain't started. Reminder, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. You know when your boy does some absolutely ridiculous, just some undefendable behaviour. Undefendable, bro. Don't shout me. Don't talk to me. We're not linking up today. Haram. What you're doing is haram. Absolutely wild. Hope the music stops. We might be back. We might be back. We are back. We are ready for the second half. The players are on the pitch. Looks like City are going to get us kicked off for this second half. Reminder, if you're joining us, it is 2-2. Chelsea took the lead through a Ezenwata penalty before, I can't remember his name, Teddy Lamb managed to get one back. And then City also scored a penalty. This number 8 here, I don't know his name, but he scored a penalty. Sent Freddie Bernal the wrong way. And then just in the last minute of the first half, Ezenwata managed to score an equaliser for Chelsea. And it looks like Chelsea are going to make a sub. Who is it? McGlinchey? No, it is Harry McGlinchey for. Looks like he's coming on at left back. All right, we'll have to check who that's for. City on the attack immediately. Oh, it was Diakite. Diakite? I call him Diakite because I think that's how it's spelt. But the commentator seems to call him Diakate. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. He follows me on Instagram as well, so I better fix up and figure it out pretty quickly. But yeah, City on the attack immediately. I think Diakite was on a yellow card. What just happened? Right, City have just scored an absolute screamer. I thought it hit the post. I think it's hit the back stanchion. He said, "Go one way, go the other." Oh yeah, and he's popped it right into the bottom corner, and it's just pinged off the back stanchion and come out. I thought it hit the post. Right, Chelsea are 3-2 down. That did not take long. We were back on level terms for all of a minute and a half, discounting half time. We were back on level terms for 18 minutes if you include half time, but fuck me. Right, Chelsea back behind, and we got it all to do. At least that happened in the 45th minute, so we've still got 44 to turn it around. But nightmare start, dream end to the half of Chelsea, and a nightmare start, and then City are in again. Nicole Yazuli does superbly to keep the ball there, and that is excellent footwork to wiggle out of 4 players and get the ball to Reggie Wall. I told you, in tight spaces, in and around the box. Mardi Nicole Yazuli, excellent player. Kobe Barber sticks it through the legs of the defender, sends him packing, but can't beat the second defender. Tried to do the same thing again. Unfortunately, didn't have the legs. Good little knock round though. And Chelsea tried to come again, but the ball was intercepted, and now Manchester City are back in possession in their own half. Oh, that's a shame. It was all looking so positive. Good win there from Holland. Goes back to Freddie Bernal. Reminder, guys, make sure to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and get involved in the comments. We are obviously doing this live stream in preparation for the first team game at 5:30 tonight. Chelsea versus Liverpool. Can Chelsea provide the upset of the season? It's going to have to be a similar upset today, though. Started the season, sorry, should I say, so well. But then the last couple of games have just been a little bit. Oh, Kavuma McQueen's in. Oh, he did well initially, put pressure on the defender. That's unfortunate from Kobe Barber. Just sails over. Uh, did really well to put pressure on the defender and a poor pass from the Man City defender. Kavuma McQueen picked his pocket, managed to get a shot on target, but just not enough power. He tried to put it in that far corner. Maybe should have just larruped it in the top of the net in the near post, but unlucky. Good intent from Chelsea, though. Not giving him any time, putting a lot of pressure on him at the back. What we like to see. And again, Ryan Kavuma McQueen wins it, gives it to Chelsea Ezenwata, who's out on that right-hand side. Defender right up his backside, though. The ball somehow has stayed in play. Nicole Yazuli with some unbelievable footwork again. But unfortunately, the City defenders just doubled up on him there. City now playing their way through Chelsea's midfield, trying to beat the press. We're trying to hold him up. Have they beaten it? They've beaten it. And now there's 2-on-1 on the right side. Kobe Barber, good covering work, but they've allowed him inside. They've allowed him through. And Subaloy gets a crucial foot in there, but good run, good tracking back and good strength initially from Kobe Barber. But you can't be letting your man just run through you into the box like that. It's again the basics of football. Show them outside. How many times were you told to show the wing of the line? How many times, as a 5, 6-year-old kid, were you told not to let him turn inside? If he turns inside, your foot is there to stop him. Show him the line. This is the one thing that frustrates me so much in the modern day. Is I know there are certain players like Bukayo Saka and Mo Salah that are so good on their left foot that even though you know what they're going to do, it is incredibly hard to stop them. But I do just feel like the majority of defenders, even if you can't stop them, you can make the game, you can make it a lot more difficult for them. You can make them make a decision. And the more you show them on their right, the less they're going to want to do it. But if you make it impossible for them to cut in on their left, 9 times out of 10, the ball coming into the box on that right side is not going to find its target. It's not going to be very good. They may get a cross in the box, but I'd rather get a free cross in the box than a free shot from the edge of the penalty box from a winger coming in on his favoured left foot. Basics, fundamentals, principles. Great little ball round the corner there from Kavuma McQueen. Can Walsh return it? Yes, he can. Go on, he's on his bike. He tries to hit it first time. I don't know whether, because of the position of the camera, I don't know whether the City defender was maybe closer than I thought he was to get in the ball. I thought Kavuma McQueen had a couple of touches there. I thought he maybe could have taken one touch and then shot. But he did did just look like he rushed it slightly. And now City are attacking. I told you in the first half, basketball game. There you go, Louis Richards. That's what you do. You send him down the line and then you don't let him get the cross in anyway. And you win a goal kick. Superb defending. Sorry, that wasn't Louis Richards. That was Harry McGlinchley. Louis Richards is on the other side. 53 minutes gone. 8 in this second half. Man City Scored very early on, 45 and a half minutes. A rocket of a finish from the left winger, cutting in on his right. Chelsea now trying to work it through. Great ball from Kavuma McQueen to Chelsea Ezenwata. He is all on his own with two defenders up his back in the Man City box, and he is forced wide. Great defending though. Has been a good response since going behind, but yeah, it's just similar to the first team in that we normally, not only does it normally take us 10, 15 minutes to start, we normally don't really start playing until we go down, until we concede. And yeah, would have been nice to get out on the front foot without conceding. But well, it is what it is. City now, City midfielder carrying the ball through. Shouldn't be allowed to find that pass. Fantastic tracking back there from Kobe Barber. And then I'm not sure if that was miscommunication between Barber and Bernal, but City have a corner. I ain't got anyone in the box. It's going to be an outswinger. It's on the floor, and that would have been criminal if it had been allowed to go through to a Chelsea player. Go on, set him, set him. Nicole Yazuli, he wants a free kick and a yellow card, and fair enough, and he should be getting one. He drives the ball forward. He's being tugged back the whole time. Manages to slip it through to Kobe Barber, who is on him and is doubled up. Is he going to book him now? No. The ref's having a whinge at Nicole Yazuli. McGlinchley with a half-assed pass there back to Subaloy. And then Lamb's just absolutely clattered Subaloy. Okay, no, he hasn't. No need for you to go down there, mate. Nicole Yazuli getting on the ball a little bit deeper in this second half, and he's doing so extremely well. Can Chizzy Ezenwata get on the end of that? Yes, he can. Go on, set it back, set it back. Quicker. The City shape, the City players are so well drilled. They get back into their shape, the defensive shape, very, very quickly. Right on the edge of their box. And then their front players are so aggressive in the press. So Chelsea just aren't able to get that rhythm that we normally look so good when we are able to get the ball moving, but just haven't. It's just been a little bit too stop-start today. Just haven't been able to keep that passing going. Some lovely moves, I will say as well. Some excellent one-touch moves and little flicks around the corner. Some really good give and goes in the first half, but it's just been too few and far between. I didn't think that was a foul from Dante Waite, but it's been given, and the ref's calling him over as well. Last warning, you imagine. He's managed to escape a yellow card, but City back in possession. Nearly an hour on the clock now. 57 minutes gone. Manchester City 3, Chelsea 2. Can Chelsea dig out 2 goals in this next 30 minutes? Wouldn't be surprised if Sol Gordon comes on soon, because Chelsea do just need a little injection, I think, up top. The midfield's doing very well. I think the midfield three of Reggie Walsh, Nicole Yazuli, and Charlie Holland are doing very well. I said that in the first half. Great footwork there from Kavuma McQueen to keep the ball. But I just think the front three are letting them down slightly. I think in terms of the end product, they're making some good runs. They're doing some good stuff, but they're just not. Yeah, just lacking that final finish. Not Chizzy, you got to say. I think he's been very isolated at times, particularly in the second half already. But yeah, Kavuma McQueen, Kobe Barber would have liked to have seen a little bit more intensity from them on the wings. You know, they don't even look fully confident when they shoot the ball. Need a couple more attempts on target from you wide boys. City just knocking the ball about very well in this second half. They have been doing so now. It's a lovely first time ball there from Kobe Barber into Chelsea Ezenwata, and then Nicole Yazuli just tried a chip forward, which was audacious and not an awful chip, but just not what was needed in that moment. I'm not sure how that's not a free kick. Lamb's gone to ground, then gone in slightly late on Barber. I don't know how much he got of the man, but he didn't get any of the ball. Chelsea had just avoided going 4-2 down. Yeah, that's an absolutely disgraceful dive from the City player. They've just hit the bar. I think that was one of the Heskey boys off the wing. Superb. Good save from Bernal. And I think Bernal's tipped that onto the bar. And if he has, that is a sublime save. Kobe Barber has now gone down injured. There is also a City player injured, so. Oh, no, Lamb's got back up. It is just Kobe Barber currently down on the floor. It's been a lot more stop start this second half. As the players convene for a drink. Cool, I should be a commentator, me. As predicted less than 2 months ago, Sol Gordon is not going to be able to continue. He is going to come off. Kobe Barber is not going to be able to continue. He's going to come off. And Sol Gordon is going to come on, I imagine, on this left side. It looks like it's just gone for a straight swap. Manager looks like he's talking to Matisse Abue. Didn't look like he was getting ready to come on, though, so. It's just too easy for City. And it's an absolutely whopping challenge there from Dante Waite, who I imagine is going to get booked. Big, big challenge on the Heskey. The Heskey? On Heskey. Is it Heskey? I think it is. Shame. Free kick in a very dangerous position for Man City now, and I would be incredibly surprised if someone doesn't I just sent weight off. Right. He's just sent weight off and then cancelled the yellow card. Wait's now in the wall. I think he thought the level of refereeing, he doesn't even know who he's booked. He's booked Calvin Diakate in the first half, and then he's just booked Dante Waite, and then he decided that Calvin Diakite, who wasn't on the pitch, I don't even know what's happened there. He's rescinded the red card, so Chelsea's still playing with 11. Dante Waite's just had a yellow. How can anybody at any level respect referees? Piss poor. If I was this bad at my job, I would have been fired years ago. Any other, it is a shot, but it's not on target, just over. Any other industry, any other sport, any other, not sport, any other job, if you perform this poorly, you get sacked. The amount of money these pricks get paid to just self inflate their own ego. Ugh. Howard Webb and Mike Dean have done irreversible damage to the standards of refereeing in this country. Like, it's not hard to write yellow card 5, yellow card 3. Like, they've got different numbers. And he just had a conversation with Dante Waite about not booking it. Anyway, ball's back in play now. That, I imagine, means there's going to be another extended bit of added time at the end of the game. Fingers crossed Chelsea can use that to get back on level terms again, because 66 minutes gone, still chasing the game, 3-2. No reply since that 45th minute goal. Very exciting first half. Hasn't been as much in the second half, but I think at this point, City just now very comfortable to keep the ball. They are still looking. They're by no means sitting back, no means resting on their laurels, but yeah, I think they are a slightly more complacent in this second half as the game goes on. But still, the press is good and intense. Sublu's got time and space to carry now. Oh. Slightly loose ball to McGlinchey, who in turn plays a slightly loose ball to Reggie Walsh, who in turn is fouled. Oh, and again, going back to what I said in the first half about under 18s, about 16-year-olds time wasting, right? How, as an under 18, are you complaining and asking for someone to be sent off? And they're like, the game's not that political yet, mate. Just enjoy it. Just kick the ball around with your mates and have a laugh. Ain't that deep, he says, criticising under 18s as he watches them live on his Saturday morning. The hypocrite of the year. At least I acknowledge it, though. Right. Oh. Nico Yazuli's had the ball nicked off him in our half. City attacking again with numbers. That's a lovely give and go on the edge of the box. It's a good block from Dante Waite. They're letting Heskey come in again. Block there, stops it from going any further. Oh, Freddie Bernal up to Chelsea Ezenwata. Oh, and he might get a second chance. His touch just let him down, but then the City defender brought it back into his path, but he just stopped running. And now City are back on the attack. Oof, Heskey flashes a shot over the far post. And Chelsea look to get the ball rolling immediately with Reggie Walsh taking it up the other end of the pitch. It's in 3-on-3 here, and that's a great ball across the pitch to Kavuma McQueen, who cuts inside. Oh, but has it nicked off his toes? There, I think you've got to go down the line, commit your man, and put it in for Chizzy. He does want his goal, though. Sometimes I think, and it's not necessarily a big criticism, because I think ambition is good. But I think sometimes Kavuma McQueen is slightly over ambitious with his own talents. But conversely to that, I think he knows he's got the talent. He knows he can, he knows he can back up his talk. But I think sometimes when there's another player in a better situation or position than him, he would still rather, take the opportunity and try and go score. I'll tell you what, Reggie Walsh, you've got every right to moan there. He's just carried the ball 40 yards up the pitch, and then Sol Gordon just hasn't really made the run. Reggie Walsh has slipped it in, and yes, it has to be a perfect pass to make it, but Gordon didn't even make the run. Chelsea making another change here. 70 minutes gone. Matisse Eboué comes on for Ryan Kavuma McQueen on that other wing. So, unfortunately, no goal for him. Was involved in the winning of the penalty. But, yeah. Well, and involved in the second goal as well. But no direct goals or assists for Kavuma McQueen today. Matisse Eboué, I think he either scored one and set one up last week. He may score one. Actually, I think he may have scored two. Scored two and won a penalty. I can't remember. He had a good week last week, and he's been impressive this season, Eboué. A new addition to the academy, as I said. He's Emmanuel's son. Very young, only 14, 15, maybe 16 years old. Yeah. Chizzy dropping very deep now to get involved. He hasn't really seen it in the last few phases of play. And it is getting really end-to-end now. Great defending. Go on, Eboué. On your bike, son. Go on your own. Carry it. It's just that last little bit of conviction. I don't believe these players are going to take him on. I don't think these players believe they're going to take him on. That there for Eboué. He's got 60 yards to run into. And he does ever so well to get in an advanced position, but then his defender faces him up. And you've just got to think, as fresh legs, as an attacker, you've got to go at him. You've got to drive. You've got to make him another fundamental of right, Charlie Holland. Why are you dummying it there? Another fundamental of football Make the defender make a decision. That's what you've got to do. The best attackers don't decide whether they're going in or out. The best attackers can do either, but they wait until the defender commits inside or out. And then, boom, split second, you go. And of course, these players aren't going to have that refined decision making at this young age. But that is, I think, the my biggest. And of course, I try not to be critical of these players because they are young, they are developing. At this point, it is just, a privilege and a joy to be able to watch them. But if I had one criticism of this Chelsea team, and in particular the attackers, it would be the conviction with which they do things. Oh, fucking referee! I mean, it is a booking and a bad tackle and a foul. We're through. We're away on the counter attack. 75 minutes gone. Chelsea still 3-2 down, still chasing that goal. Not really edging closer. Not really looking any more likely to equalise than we were earlier. A long ball up from Dante Waite is cleared by the City defender. Oh, oh, oh! Barber works his way through. Sol Gordon, sorry, works his way through incredibly well and clips the bar. That's what I want. That's what you want. You want players to. I think that's a corner and all. You want a player get his head down and run sometimes. With the talent that Chelsea have in these attacking positions, the ability some of these players have to unlock defenses, these are excellent dribblers, excellent players in front of goal. And you just think sometimes use your talent. Have faith, have confidence in yourself. Sol Gordon did there, and he nearly scored. It nearly paid off. 14 minutes now, plus added time for Chelsea to get something, get anything from this game. We would just be on 1 point after 2 games if this stays as is in the Under-18s Premier League Cup. I'm not sure how many games we have to play, what the exact format is. I believe it's a group stage. I think the other two teams are Crystal Palace and Sheffield. Good defending from Abue. See it out. Very good defending from Abue. City now probably going to make a sub. 2 subs. 13 minutes, 77 gone, 13 to go. It will be a real shame if Chelsea lose this because it's, for all the quality that City has shown, it's still a very close game. And there really hasn't been that much between the two sides. And save for a couple of individual, I don't want to say mistakes, let's call them errors of judgment in the first half, Chelsea could well and truly be on top of this game, maybe even ahead. But again, we do it to ourselves. Well played, Bernal. Very well collected there. And Chelsea look to counter-attack quickly now with McGlinchey down the left, who plays it into Reggie Walsh. But the City are so aggressive when we've got the ball. Do not let us have a second. Matisse Aboué on the left, McGlinchey on the overlap, but Aboué decides to go back inside. And then Holland looks to switch the ball to Louis Richards, but that's very, very poor. Very poor. Oh, you're... And the time wasting's back. City defenders walked about 40 yards as well. It's funny how as soon as players clock on that the ref has no control of the game, they just take liberties. And it starts small, but you just see it is an instant, oh, I can get away with something here. Subaloy does absolutely fantastically there to win the ball and play out of defence. And then Reggie Walsh, bizarre dummy. Freddie Burnell does really, really well. They were nearly in there. Heskey was nearly in on the far side. Freddie Burnell did really well to come out and then get rid of the ball before he carried it over the line, because he was sliding on that wet grass. All right, go on, Walsh. What can you do now? Plays it out to Aboué. Aboué goes down to the byline. Oh, it's flashed across the centre. Caught a little deflection which took it away from the goalkeeper, and then Chizzy was there, but he just wasn't close enough. And another ball comes in. Superb cross right onto Ezenwata's head in the 6-yard box. And he's completely mistimed his jump. Oh, Subaloy. Superb Subaloy. He is brilliant. I said earlier he's one of my favourite centre-backs in the Chelsea Academy setup. I think he is top. He is going to be a top player. So close on a couple of occasions. Now the long throw. Oh, look, we're waiting. Oh, another double sub for City. Only the 2 subs for Chelsea thus far. See if we've got any comments. Ah, oh, love boys. Shout out Zero. Love AK. I mean, interesting username. I back it. I hear it. But yeah, don't worry. You will be getting plenty of coverage from the under 18s, the under 21s. As and when I'm able to give a live match watch along, I will. I would always encourage people though to watch the game for yourselves. If you can watch the game and join in the comments section on here, double bubble. But yeah, as much academy content as we can. We are going to be doing the monthly academy watches as periodic academy watches as well. Lone Watch is now a monthly series because there is so much weekly content coming out that a lot of it just gets lost, and I want to make sure that we optimize and aren't repeating ourselves or aren't losing quality information. But yeah, Lone Watch, Academy Watch, match reports, live match watch-alongs. No shortage of Chelsea content from the first team or the academy on this channel. And we will always do so. We've never been monetized on here, but we will always do so without sponsorships, without ads, without all the clickbait. Not interested in all of that. There are too many people doing these sort of videos and channels with agendas. I started this during COVID because I was absolutely fed up of watching Chelsea every single week with nothing to show for it. And I thought, you know what? If I'm going to be doing this and pouring hours and hours of my life into this diabolical excuse for a football club week in, week out, which I will do until the day I die, something good might as well come from it. And somebody else might as well hear my frustrations. So here we are, over 2 years later. And the channel is ever developing, ever growing. And yeah, I appreciate anybody that's ever liked, commented, subscribed, watched any of our videos. Appreciate you. A reminder, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We are still pushing. We are still pushing the subs up, pushing for that monetization. So yeah, do your bit to support us. It does not go unnoticed. It is incredibly appreciated. And we do also run giveaways and stuff to give back to you guys. This season's, I mean, we have to decide on a mid-season giveaway actually, but yeah, you can still join our FPL league, for which the winner will win a Chelsea training top of some sort. Need to get those out earlier. Need to get more regimented. But for now, stick with us for great weekly Chelsea content. There is very, very rarely a week where we do not post something on this channel. We post short format videos on the Instagram as well. And no, actually, I'm not even going to advertise it. We post it on the Instagram at Two Blues Podcast. We do have other social media, but I don't agree with what's going on with it at the moment, so I'm not going to promote it. Free Palestine each and every time. Ooh, unlucky there from Abue. Looked like he just got his leg taken out away from him. Five minutes to go. Well, 5 minutes plus added time. I imagine there will be a few minutes. We have had a couple of goings on in this second half, including that red card, no red card for Dante Waite. And of course, the Man City goal just after half time. Charlie Holland just letting it bounce. Don't let the ball bounce. Big up Chad Thunder Chad from France. Shout out you, man. You lot know how to riot. You lot know how to tell your government when you're not happy. We need to take a leaf out of your book, page out of your book. Tell just scored for Spurs against Leeds. Oh, is there Prem going on right now as well? Oh, who cares, eh? When you can watch the Chelsea under-18s, nobody else matters. Great challenge from Matisse Abue. Superb challenge. Under 18 are impossible to view here in Canada, let alone North America. So these watch-alongs with your play-to-play description is great. Oh, didn't realise you're watching from Canada. Big up yourself. I didn't know it was such a pain in the arse to watch. You can watch it on the... I don't know if similarly it's licensing, but in the UK you can watch it on the Chelsea app. So I don't know whether it's worth downloading that and giving it a go. Or using a VPN if you want to pay for it. But you know what? I'm not going to push you off the channel. Appreciate you, Ak. And yeah, big up. Two Blues in Canada, yeah? Come on. That is Tel Aviv. Corner to Man City, but it's headed out by Chelsea. And now, oh, go on, he's in. Oh, that's a brilliant. Charlie Holland just got a little bit lucky. It was offside anyway. Charlie Holland just got a little bit lucky. The City midfielder misplaced his touch. And Charlie Holland played a beautifully weighted slide rule pass for. Here he comes. Ezenwata. Off for Charlie Holland, I believe. But that was. Oh, no, sorry. Nicole Yazuli. But yeah, lovely pass through from Charlie Holland. And I think it was probably Sol Gordon. It was either Chelsea Ezenwata or Sol Gordon, but I think it was probably Sol Gordon that got out to it. But the keeper was out incredibly quickly. Very, very good goalkeeping. And either way, it was offside. More time wasting from City now. 89 and a half minutes on the clock. So I think with all subs done, we'll find out very, very soon. Oh, he's going to get booked now. I think with all subs on, we will now find out how many minutes added on. The keeper is time. He's just been booked and he's now explaining something. Please tell him to get on with it. This ref is a disgrace to the sport of football. How many minutes? We need 6 or 7. We are now officially past the 90th minute. Minimum of 5. Minimum of 5 confirmed. I mean, we've almost played half of the first minute, so we better get our skates on, especially as City have the ball in their own half. Fairly comfortable possession. Now they've gone back to the keeper. Press. Up we get. Up we get. Ezenwata is tiny. It's about 3 foot. Well done, McGlinchley. Well over. It's only taken It's only taken until the 91st minute. Stop raining. What a challenge! Oh, Reggie Walsh, that's top. He's hurt himself in the process, but it's a great challenge. Hopefully, just a bit of cramp. Let's see what the scores are. Scores on the doors. That's 1-0 to Tottenham. What a shame. Come on, the Leeds. Oh, Leeds United. Reggie Walsh is now back on the pitch. We've played 2 of the 5. City are attacking. Heskey. Bloody hell. The Heskey boys are both going places. I don't know which one this is. I know he has 2 sons. Both of them play for Man City. This one that's playing on the left wing is sharp as nails, mate. He is incredibly good at football. Every single time. I said earlier about showing him down the line. They're showing him down the line, and he's going round them down the line. He is so quick. He's very, very good with both feet as well. So you know what? I've got to give Louis Richards credit, particularly in this second half, because very, very tough customer. And Subaloy as well. I think he's been great. Another fairly good long ball up there. Go on. Oh, conviction, Soul. Put your head in. Oh, shit, they're through. It's 3-on-2. Can he find Heskey in the middle? No, he tries to shoot. He goes for glory. Freddie Burnell collects it. And now Chelsea look to go the other way. Come on, boys. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Or maybe slightly over. Louis Richards skips past the challenge. Come on, boys. He's on the edge of the box. Get a ball in. Ezenwata's got it. Oh, he's tried to hit it first time and he's ballooned it over. 93 and a half minutes. He could have taken a touch. Oh, maybe I'm being harsh. He couldn't have taken a touch. The defender was right on him. But great cross. He was just turning towards it. He was just turning as he hit it. He just could not get over it. But that was it. That was it. 94 minutes now, 1 to go, probably plus a little bit extra. Have Chelsea got another chance in them? Have we got one more opportunity in us? I tell you what, for what they've done today, I think they'd be very disappointed to come away today with nothing, because I think they deserve a point. I think on the whole, I think City have probably been the better team, and they've probably they've definitely created the better chances in the second half. I think in the first half, Chelsea could have finished their chances better. Could have been a little bit tighter at the back. You know, like I said, a couple of individual errors of judgment causing us to go 1 down. Causing us to go 2-1 down, sorry. Right, long ball up. We have now hit 95 minutes. Holland hooks it back up. So Chelsea throw in. Ref still hasn't blown. Man on your back. I think that'll be it. City just won the ball back in their own. Oh no. Chelsea turnover. Water on the edge of the box. Plays it out wide. Crossing from Richards, but there's no one in there because Ezenwata's just played it to him. Get in the box, boys. Right, we've got one long throw. One long throw. Come on. He hasn't even reached the penalty area. He's got one long throw to save the game. Oh, we've gone back to game. Well, you can't say it was anybody's fault but our own, because you've got one last chance to throw the ball in the box. The throw-in don't reach the penalty area. We get the ball back. We pass it back to the keeper. With 8 men in the box. Oh, apparently Leeds have equalised. Someone tell me it's true. Leeds 1, Tottenham 1. Come on, the Leeds! Oh well, right. From one unsuccessful Chelsea watch to a potentially successful hate watch, let's jump over to Leeds Tottenham. Very briefly though, yeah, like I just said, I think Chelsea will be disappointed to come away from today with nothing, with no points. That's 1 point from 2 games in the Premier League Cup, the Under-18 Premier League Cup. And today, definitely, I think, could have done more, could have done a little bit more. It was just that the final lack of conviction on the final, you know, just the end product. Whether it was the ball in the box in the final third, whether it was the finish lacking conviction, whether it was the wingers not committing the men, you know, I feel like there was just a tiny little bit that to take us to that upper echelon that was just missing today. However, yeah, some very good individual performances. I thought Mardi Nicole-Yazuli was superb. I thought Tayo Subaloy was superb. I thought Reggie Walsh was fairly solid. Another 2 goals for Chelsea Ezenwata. I think that makes it 8 for the season for him. Both him and Shin Mayuka on fire this year. Cannot stop scoring. So there were positives to take. However, you know, on the face of it, disappointing to start the weekend with a loss, but that's not to say that it won't get better, because we do, of course, have Chelsea versus Liverpool at 5:30 this afternoon, which we will be watching and then doing some sort of coverage on this channel. Keep your eyes on Two Blues Podcast Instagram for all the latest updates whenever we do a live match watch along, live match reaction. If there's ever anything going on the YouTube, turn your notifications on for YouTube, but also we announce it on the Two Blues podcast, as well as posting all the other graphics, the short format content. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, and if you are so inclined, TikTok as well, although I am not promoting that platform anymore. And probably won't be posting to it particularly. Well, definitely not with the same frequency as Instagram. But yeah, we will be doing another live match watch along tomorrow. So, Ak, if you're still here, if anybody wants to watch the under-21s tomorrow but isn't able to, please join us on this channel. I think they kick off at 12 o'clock tomorrow, 12 midday UK time, British summertime, BST. So 5 hours back if you're in New York. Any further, little bit further, but 12 o'clock tomorrow, live match watch along for the under-21s against Burnley. Until then, get your predictions for today in the comments. If you did watch the game, let me know who you thought the man of the match was today. I'd say our man of the match was Tayo Subaloy, closely followed by Mardi Nicole Yazuli. But let me know who you thought was a standout performer. Let me know what you think is going to happen in today's game against Liverpool. Get your score predictions in. And yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow for more great live match watch-alongs. Up the Chelsea.